Welcome back once again to my channel. I'm Kraig Strom, yes, the income engineer, and you found me on YouTube. If you're listening to this on the podcast channel, I do have a YouTube channel. Check it out over there if you want to see actually where I'm recording from. Today it's actually a bunker. Literally, it feels like a bunker here in Maine, where I grew up as a kid, recording from the bunker downstairs on the lake. I'll be on my lakefront piece of forested property tomorrow with a chainsaw, probably in the rain. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a good workout, and I get to be outdoors with a chainsaw. You know, how could it be any better? Today I want to talk to you about something that is difficult, and I know I've hit on this a few times starting out 2023. And I guess as I thought about this topic again today, it was because of some things that happened in 2022 where some people that I know tangentially, you know, that are not good friends, some who are close family connections, died suddenly. Not to mention countless times that you hear some famous person or someone who has just died suddenly. And 2023 has started off with, unfortunately, a number of those kinds of examples. And it makes my heart sink. And I got here to Maine, and it made my heart sink again when I found out someone locally had died suddenly, leaving their family in a financial, well, basically on the edge of financial ruin, because a wife and children left behind with a home, a mortgage, etc., and the person left with no life insurance. God, it's amazing that it still happens to this day. And I wanted to spend some time again just talking about this on the podcast, on my YouTube channel, that the death of a loved one is a difficult time for any family. It can be made even more challenging when the deceased, the person who died, did not have adequate life insurance, or for that matter, have any life insurance whatsoever. Without life insurance, families are often just left with the financial burden of paying off mortgages, credit card, car debt, ATVs, snowmobiles, all the various things that might be out there for people to satisfy their final expenses. And then, sure enough, final expenses, a funeral, a memorial service, heck, even cremation these days can cost $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 to have a service and a cremation done, let alone just had a call, and I guess this is what really prompted this video that got me all fired up, is that I have a friend who called, and it happened in their family. It happened in their family where someone died. It was a husband, died, left behind $40,000 of joint credit card debt. Joint credit card debt. He had not been good with the credit card. And sure enough, he had jacked up the credit card in the last 2 years and then suddenly passed away, and now has left a widow with a baby on the way, $40,000 in credit card debt, a brand new mortgage, no life insurance. Come on, right? That just, it just drives me nuts, right? It is devastating to think about, but the part that really gets me, right, is the impact that this has, right? That if you think about it, the average mortgage debt in America, right, not just California where I currently live full time, I am in Maine recording from the bunker, but the average mortgage debt in America is $200,000. The average non-real estate debt, credit cards, car debt, store credit cards, etc., the average is $15,000. Unfortunately, this guy left $40,000 in debt behind on top of the mortgage. That means without life insurance, a family could be left literally in financial ruin, right? That not only do they lose a loved one, but now they have a financial burden that is almost impossible to get out from underneath, right? And this is the one here that drives me nuts, is the impact of losing a parent on the children, right? There are studies after studies on the difficulties of children who have lost a parent, especially in their early years and teens, that the psychological difficulties, the emotional difficulties that are left behind for those children. A study, for example, in the Journal of Child Psychology found that children who lose a parent to death are at an increased risk of developing mental health disorders such as depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. Children were also found to be more likely to experience difficulty in forming healthy relationships, achieving academic and career success. Overall, seriously, the loss of a parent can be a significant negative impact for a child's emotional health. It's just ugh, right? It's important. Families, husbands, wives, moms and dads, please, it's important for you to consider the potential financial consequences of not having life insurance and take steps to protect your family. One of the best ways you can do this is to meet with a qualified, hopefully a certified financial planner, to look at your overall situation, to put a plan in place so that you get the appropriate amount and the right kind of life insurance needed to protect and secure that future for your family, right? Meeting with a qualified, hopefully certified financial planner, that is a big first step to make sure that you get your specific needs actually reviewed. Have a conversation. Don't just wing it. You're likely not an insurance expert or a financial planning expert. You're not thinking about it the same way that a financial planner might help you think about it. So just to wrap things up, life insurance can help protect families from the devastating financial effects of losing a loved one. Yes, while the death of a loved one is never easy, the worst thing that I can imagine, for example, in my family, the worst thing that I can imagine, aside from the devastation that everyone would have losing me, charming Kraig, right, would be the financial trauma if I didn't have life insurance. I mean, can you imagine that? You lose a loved one, and then on top of that, you get hit with, you're going to be in financial ruin, basically. You're going to have to sell your house. You're not going to be able to afford to stay in your home. Your kids can't go to private school anymore or may not be able to go to college. All those things because you didn't get life insurance. Please, just know, whether it's me or someone like me, meet with a qualified financial planner. Life insurance doesn't have to cost more because you met with a financial planner. It often doesn't. A certified financial planner or someone with the experience to help you talk through all the different pieces of this process can sometimes help you actually save money on your insurance. You don't have to go crazy and you don't have to do it alone. Feel free. Send me an email, Kraig with a K, at Kraig Strom, KraigStrom.com, Kraig with a K, at kraigstrom.com. If you have any questions, you can message me through the YouTube channel. You can get me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Facebook, or you can send me an email. Now is the day. Get off the procrastination log and take action. Do this. Do this for your family, your wife, your husband, your children, your grandchildren, whoever it's for that you've been procrastinating this. Do it today. I'm here to help. Take care. Bye for now. Hey, it's me again. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me. I really appreciate it. If you like what you heard and you want to be awesome, please consider leaving a review on iTunes or Google Play, or a great comment on YouTube. Wherever you found the content, it would be awesome if you would just go ahead and like it, share it, comment on it. If you want to be totally awesome, do it all. Again, thank you for spending your valuable time with me on the show. Now, for the wicked fun disclosure. Information presented is for educational purposes only. It is not intended as a solicitation of sale for the purchase of any security or financial product. Be sure to first consult with a qualified, hopefully certified, financial planner or advisor, and your tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed here. And by the way, the term the income engineer is a nationally registered trademark.